Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're talking about a topic that gets people talking every single time. Be silent, be soft, and watch him chase you. Now, before you roll your eyes or think I'm telling women to play games, hear me out. This isn't about manipulation, it's about understanding your value and realizing that sometimes saying less is far more powerful than saying too much. Let's dive in. Have you ever noticed that when you constantly explain yourself, constantly text first, constantly ask where the relationship is going, constantly try to prove your worth, somehow you end up feeling exhausted? That's because chasing clarity from someone who isn't ready to give it usually leaves you feeling empty. Silence isn't punishment. Silence is peace. When I say be silent, I don't mean ignore someone or pretend you don't care. I mean, stop over-explaining. Stop arguing with someone who has already decided not to understand you. Stop trying to convince someone to choose you. If a man is interested, you won't have to force every conversation. You'll notice effort. You'll notice consistency. You'll notice that he wants to know you. Now let's talk about being soft. Being soft doesn't mean being weak. A soft woman still has standards. She still says no. She still walks away from disrespect. But she doesn't lose herself trying to control someone else's actions. She protects her peace. She responds instead of reacting. She knows that confidence doesn't always have to be loud. Sometimes the strongest woman in the room is the calmest one. Here's something many people don't realize. People appreciate what they have the opportunity to pursue. If you're always available every second of the day, always checking in, always doing all the emotional work, there's no room for him to invest. Relationships should never feel one-sided. Effort should flow both ways. If you're carrying the entire relationship by yourself, that's not love, that's labor. And eventually you'll become tired. When you step back and focus on your own life, something interesting happens. You start glowing differently. You spend more time on your goals, you reconnect with your hobbies, you laugh more. You become emotionally independent. Whether he comes closer or not, you've already won because you've found yourself again. Now, let's be honest, not every man will chase you, and that's okay. The goal isn't to make every man want you. The goal is to make space for the right one. If someone disappears because you stopped over-functioning, they probably weren't investing much in the first place. The right person doesn't need endless reminders to value you. Healthy relationships are built on mutual effort. So instead of asking, why isn't he chasing me? Ask yourself, am I chasing someone who isn't matching my energy? That question changes everything. Ladies, your worth isn't measured by how many texts you send, how much you sacrifice, or how hard you fight to keep someone's attention. Your worth was never up for debate. The right man won't need to be convinced that you're valuable. He'll recognize it. And if he doesn't, don't shrink yourself trying to fit into someone else's blindness. Walk away with grace. Protect your peace. Stay feminine if that's who you are. Stay kind, stay respectful, but never abandon your standards just to keep someone's attention. Remember this, silence creates space, softness creates peace, confidence creates attraction, and self-respect creates healthy relationships. Thank you so much for listening today. If this conversation resonated with you, share it with someone who needs the reminder that their value doesn't come from chasing love. It comes from knowing they deserve it. Until next time, take care of yourself, protect your peace, and remember, the right relationship should never require you to beg for basic effort. See you in the next episode.